drive-by scene whereby instead of you seeing an animated overlay, I think it's to make it more interesting while you wait for me. You guys are watching a very easy video. So I found out that I can let you guys see my secret um pool whereby you guys can come in the ducks. So you guys watch the ducks for me. Well, I'll be right back. Okay. You guys swimming around and things like that. Either that or you guys want to game while I'm away. We want to fish Ira. Well, good luck looking for me. Okay, we're going to continue in the point of view of Robin.
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Collect all my Alright, enjoy dinner, Coco. Happy lurking. Oh no, I missed Star You. I didn't catch Star You. Oh, my Star You. I'm so close. Alright, there we go. That's fine.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the
Whose
theme
babe is
park.
that? I wonder
And
who
soon
threw their
after,
babe in my
a
pond.
rift tore through the sky,
Uh-huh.
and black rain started
Not mine,
leaking
definitely.
out of the void.
Not mine, I
The
don't bake
family
either.
needs to provide
I
a
wonder
reasonable
who.
explanation,
Babe is that?
or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not,
Lost someone
then
threw
there's no
nugget
point
in
staying
my
here.
pond. Oh,
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin,
Emperor.
I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as
Who's
a
having
guest,
dinner
I
nuggets?
don't wish
Oh my.
to gamble with my life.
Make who drop their keys.
But as you can see, sir, no
I wonder
innocent
whose
bystanders
keys
were
is that?
affected
House
in this
key.
incident.
Car key.
Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under
lost
the
their
family's
key?
rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life,
Is that mine?
how many people
That's my
would be able to
salmon.
walk away from it?
Who's gonna sleep outside? No.
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our
Oh
preparations.
my god, I think
Rest
I know who
assured.
this is. This is
To
not
express our
the real
apologies, the family has arranged this gift
because
for the
this
guests.
this box and
Thank you for
button is so
understanding.
familiar. I'm pretty sure I remember Aventurine is holding it as well, and it was given by Sparkle. Why do I feel so familiar?
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Oh, you got one of.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't
Oh
even
my
recognize
god,
Miss
Nero,
Robin?
who do you got? This
think you're
amount of
talking
people.
to?
Who is it?
I'm sorry.
That's
I've
our
just been
mascot.
transferred to the Bloodhound family.
You got our mascot.
And I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Yes, he
You
did.
guys have a tough job.
I
know
haven't
how it
had
is. How's the situation
Pink.
looking?
I haven't had Pink.
Oh, we've
So later
sealed
I add
off the
Pink.
theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no
All
incident.
right, you want to enjoy your dinner?
I
Fish
trust you
fillet
guys.
burger.
But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened.
I
Is
clean
it
your
true
pot.
that
I'm
the
sorry,
IPC's
I don't know who
ambassadors
simply
came with
froze
ill
me.
intent?
My God.
And that Galaxy Ranger.
But thank you
easily
guys for
cut our
helping.
sky.
No.
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about
We
it.
are cleaning.
The myriad
Indeed,
factions on
thank you for
Penacony
the
have already
help.
been causing unease for everyone.
But you get
all for
paid,
your
you know?
loyalty
You
towards
get
the
paid
family.
in gold.
The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go
But one
easily.
thing about this game,
Therefore, we are relying
get
on you
old,
hounds to
what can
maintain
you
the
do
order
with
and
that?
stability of the dreamscape.
No.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy,
Oh, you guys sangat
please tell them on my
bersugo-sugo ha.
behalf
You want
that
to
protecting
find
the
the
dreamscape
GBI right side
requires
there.
everyone's help.
Yeah lah, good luck. Oh my
This is a
god.
small gift
I
prepared by the
salute
Iris family
your
for the
efforts
guests.
to find
There's one for you too. Please,
Oh my god.
open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
Got a swordfish
I
there.
can't believe
bro.
I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait, I am in a dream.
If trouble comes
Oh.
knocking on our door, we're
Oh,
not
you're
afraid
in
to go to war.
leaderboard. I
Rest
see.
assured, the dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family. You've had quite a bit to drink.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched. Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself.
Wait, did you manage
Is
to get
this
your
also
account
part
back?
of the performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they?
Nah, it's a hassle to
Ending.
process it right now.
It just goes on and on.
So no,
I'm getting really tired of this.
I'm gonna tire.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the
Okay.
epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here,
Wait,
take this, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together
Computer.
with others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
I'm back to myself, I guess.
We're back to where it all began.
That account has been deactivated.
You
Most of
entered
it's
the golden
set
hour
up.
from this place.
Fine. Oh, that's good.
And
Just
it
get your
is
money back.
also from here where you will enter the
Okay,
true
fine.
Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam. I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you.
You
I
scared
know
me
you
big
have
time.
many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now.
Hey yo,
I was impaled by the bladed
Motorcycle.
wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated
Someone got a
memoria
bicycle.
miasma exploded in my mind
and that's
as if it
practical.
was actually reality.
Nero, there's so
But
much of
after
your
the
code
momentary
friends there.
numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles. And so then I returned to the
Oh
hotel
no,
in the
someone
dreamscape
found
hoping to
me.
tell
Oh
you
my
of its
god.
existence.
Oh, you got TV Ira. Oh yeah.
I could not reveal
Mama
my
hearing
own
got
identity.
TV Ira. Oh my god.
I could only divert the
Congratulations.
party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions
Mama
one by
gonna
one.
feed you strawberry.
And
Thank
that's it. That is all
you.
that's happened so
Yay.
far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer.
Wow, so
Just
lucky
one
yesterday
more
hearing
thing needs
got
to be done.
got TV Ira.
And then
He's
I can
bringing home
forgive
to
you.
her to our pond.
Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
What is this?
I never knew you could do this.
Lol.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
I
No,
can.
it's nothing.
Ken, they are
I'm
fishing
just
me from a
thinking that you
pond,
haven't
and
slept in
Mama,
20
I'm
system
hearing
hours.
got
Are you
TV
sure you're
Ira
okay?
now. He's bringing her
I'm fine.
home to her
I'll
aquarium.
survive. Same goes for you.
Oh no, frying pan.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh my
Slow
god,
down a bit.
someone got Ira fish too. Okay.
Infiltration is over.
Wait, what
Feel
can
free
do
to
one time and
activate
he
Sam
got me
anytime.
already? What the?
There's still some time before the next
Someone
part of the
got
script
Ira
unfolds.
Yes, he did.
Let me stay a little longer in this body.
I want to put more fish friends in here. Like, I will
Such a
definitely ask the
long time.
beekeepers if they allow me to have their chickpea self inside.
Didn't feel
The
this long
pond.
when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead
Or
us to comfort. And then
those
comes
who
the
are not from the
downfall
sea
of
is
the
fine
Japella
as well.
Brotherhood.
I have their mascot or chibi.
Is that also
Put in
part
there.
of the script?
It's in your script too.
Oh yeah, that's nice too.
Sorry.
I think there's a way.
I didn't
There's a
notice.
PNG for glass bottle and put them in there.
Their destiny won't change
Anything
just because of
palatable
your
for me. Oh my
selective
god.
ignorance.
Let's see if I can keep Ira alive or not. No, Ken, don't do
I
this.
told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden
We
inquiry?
keep getting Nero's friend. All
Because
the
I'm
road
currently
cone
in a
keep
car
coming
with
out.
a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously.
Oh my god, please.
Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
Someone got a car.
Penacony.
Hello, Star.
I
Welcome. Oh my
hope
god.
you find
Star,
what it
don't
is.
join the. Oh my god. Everyone want to
Be
fish.
it
Ira,
answers
put me in an aquarium.
or
This is
salvation.
so mean, guys. Don't know what you guys will do with the Pero, give me more friends.
Glad to see you're
I
safe
want
and
a
sound.
pro. I want a salmon. That voice just now.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears
someone got
to
an
be
Oreo.
a cognitive trap.
Why
It
do I
was
got
laid by
Oreo
those
inside my phone
orchestrating
also?
events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a
Someone
move.
got blue.
Get ready.
Who do you caught,
We're
Yuan?
about to set
Among
off.
our community, who do you caught?
The real dreamscape, the
It's
land
our
of the
mascot.
exiles.
Yet again.
Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm
Honestly,
really
it's like
sorry
that.
for waiting until now to tell you everything.
So what exactly is Sam?
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech. It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest
Aw.
time it was... how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Nero, I think you got yourself dinner. There's fish fillet burger there.
2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly,
I will take you any day.
And not
Have fun.
Sam. Thank you. Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great
Hey, you guys got
significance to
snack. Peach
trailblazing.
crackers.
And to you. Elio's scripts used to revolve and expand
Yes, fish
around
cracker.
certain specific
It's a
stellarons.
snack.
But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
Coffee cup. Who threw their coffee cup inside my
The
lake?
time scale of
Uh-huh.
Dreamflux Reef differs
Uh-huh.
from reality,
Who threw a
so
coffee
we
cup?
mustn't lower our guard.
Ay, thank
You're
you guys for
sensitive to
clearing my
memoria.
lake
A slight
from
misstep,
trash.
and you could get lost in this memory zone.
Mr. Yang, I stopped you for a bit.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it.
About
No wonder
Akron. Tell
Miss
me.
Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary
Oh.
sheath.
Star, you got a
Weren't for the fact
turtle.
that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected. Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
What are your thoughts about Gallagher?
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly
Okay,
investigating
no
a murder,
problem.
so then why,
It's always there
as
if you
a
want
security
to.
officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker? And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Regarding Firefly and the crew.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate.
Iwan, I always love fishing.
But
Maybe
she
one day we
didn't
can do
reveal
a
all her
fishing trip.
secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her
But
situation
it's a
is
chatting
different from that
stream,
of the
but
typical
we
dreamer.
fish.
And
But then
I
again, in
hope
real
that
life,
doesn't lead to
if
any
you talk
dangerous
so much and
predicaments.
while fishing, the fish will run away. But that is only real life.
I hope you've regained a little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Whee!
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
What a huge colony. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark.
Wow. I usually a day before, or let's say I I usually prefer to fish like 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. But in the morning, I'll look for worms already, because that's the good time to look for earthworm. And then when you fish at 11, 12 o'clock, the fish are very hungry, and that's where all the food appear at the surface of the water. So it's a very good timing. I haven't fished for shrimps yet, or prawns. I mean, their technique will be slightly different.
Unbelievable. To think
Earthworm
there's
is
a
mainly for
settlement
river
of this
fish.
size
Yes,
within the
I was
dreamscape.
going
And
for river
all beyond the
fish
family's reach.
fishing at that time.
The atmosphere in this fortress is
All right.
pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a
For salt
reflection
water, I
of the
prefer to
12
use shrimps,
dreamscapes.
warm, or
What's
or
even more
little Ira.
bizarre is that this place is also
But
separated
then
into
you're not
trade
wrong
and
there.
residential
Um,
areas.
there's
The
big
layout
fish
may
that
be
eat small
simple,
fish, which is
but the
true.
facilities are very
I
comprehensive.
haven't fished in the sea yet,
It
to be
seems
honest
that
with
there
you
are
guys.
quite a
Maybe
number of
one day
people
I
living
want to
here.
experience it. There's a
Though
lot of
both
fish that I
dreamscapes have
wanna
distinct
at least
styles, the
have in my
architectural
life,
designs are
aside
quite
from
similar.
sharks, but
Works of the same hand, perhaps.
like
Hard not to
barracudas and
speculate
things
on
like
the
that.
connection.
Interesting. I would want
But
to catch them
there's
at
no
least
point
once.
in overthinking
You
things.
know, the
Let's
feeling
meet up
when you
with
catch a
Himiko
fish
and the
that's
others
more than
first.
1 meter long.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach
I
the
would like to
trade
catch little
district.
iras as well. Well, the
There
pond
are
is
more
there. I
people
fish too
there.
much in the sea. Hello, Uncle
Perhaps
Kenji.
someone knows where she
Welcome.
is.
You fish so much in the sea.
Not
I
coming with us?
envy you.
The
So
astrolabes
Ira is
best likely
freshwater
needs
fish or
room for
saltwater
some
fish? I'm a
internal
saltwater
deliberation.
fish.
In the
But you can
meantime,
find me in the pond.
I'll try and locate
Because I was
Gallagher.
abandoned by my
Sure.
original
Let's
creator.
review the plan.
But
Letting
yeah,
her go was the right
Kenji
decision.
in the
Further
pond, the game,
observations
the
are needed
tiny
before we
indie game.
decide whether to trust her.
I'm inside.
But first,
My
there's
chibi
someone I
version
need to
of
talk
me is
to.
inside.
Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Sure, you already noticed him. Yep, I saw him right away.
He's right
It's right
over
up
there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better
So
check,
fish
just to be sure.
punishment is soaking in the fresh water. Something like that.
For me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
You're the guest from before.
Misha!
We meet again! And a new
I thought you were a
friend.
girl, but you're a boy.
Forgot to introduce
sorry.
myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Lucky!
Talk! Old friend and new friend! Let's high five!
Misha is a trap. He is indeed a trap. Blah, 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 blah. Where I'm from, fishing is very normal. Yes. A shota? Yes, he is a shota. Mr. Yang, you can see him?
Your, memory zone meme?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
Who
So,
is sleeping?
this is your home?
Okay, indeed,
Yep.
it's a meme.
After my work in the beautiful
Yeah,
dream ends,
I
I'll
think
go
so
back home.
too.
Commuting used to be more convenient, but
Ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy, can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
His description, could it be?
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently, say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
Oh.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang,
Suspicious 101.
the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
The way Mr. Young described Himiko and Marcel, but
please,
it's so
assured,
cute. A girl
Dreamflux
with
Reef
red
is a
hair and a
small place,
girl with
and
pink
it's
hair.
not
I'm like,
as bustling as
bruh, isn't
but its
Himiko a
safety is
woman?
unmatched.
Come on. You should say
How
young
about this?
lady.
Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companion.
He made
And
it sound
then I'll
like
go visit Miss Robin
there's a
again.
little kid. She's still a
She's
little
gone
kid.
to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
All right then, we'll follow your plan. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
It has to be Gallagher.
Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to find him one way or another. Say, you mentioned before that you saw a Clocky that only you could see, right?
Yep, he's right here.
Can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
I'm still so young
Forget
at heart.
it. It's not important.
Oh, well, say
we'd
to...
better
Oh
just
my
follow me,
god. Forget it. Feels so weird though. Having him say that. Oh my.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No.
A black
An accretion
hole?
disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami. Look, there she is.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours,
kind
above dream will swallow the dream below.
Interesting.
My hypothesis
Naming
is correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything. you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
And why aren't you
I'm
leaving?
Tammy, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching.
Ah,
See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results. After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
what? So the other side is a what?
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Yeah, who's Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I
Oh,
felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
okay.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
Who?
Before we came to Penacony, the conductor had given us a list of nameless to look into. Her name was mentioned. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef
Not really.
before abruptly passing away.
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Oh, I see someone.
Let me go!
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Mr. Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you.
Why you been gone, Mr. Trailblazer?
Quickly, come out.
March.
I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
well, this is how it turned out.
Ooh.
Ha ha, you're a regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dream Flux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
Papeshi? Invincible who?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
Whoa. It's quite
You're not
disturbing,
talking about
really.
the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
Tedious.
Wow, what was that?
Did that hurt?
Stay away!
Existence is unity.
Later.
Oh, no.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
No, at this rate of...
Supposed to look for Robin.
I knew you could.
Time to fix the clock. Uh-oh. Oh my god. interesting. Why am I thinking so hard? Does that work? But it looks like it has some. Alamak. Okay, finally. All right. Wrong person to talk to.
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do
Okay,
such
guys.
things often happen here?
Not really,
tomorrow.
but they're becoming more frequent now.
I'm gonna post something on
Guess
Twitter.
it's one of the signs of the Sweet
Very
Dreams
surprised.
collapse. This man has had quite the
Once
shock.
you guys
Could you help me find
the
out
mission,
Halovian Lady March? Her songs can heal
I'm
mental
planning
wounds.
something very special.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himiko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
It's a cello, right? A talking cello named Nancy.
Let's have a toast to dreamscapes.
This is where we split up.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himiko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
No, I feel like
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Well, yeah, allow me.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
Tombstone?
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
Oh, Isha make it look like
So,
he is
guardian
what
of
do you call it?
sorts.
The Undertaker of the dreamscape.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
Hmm? On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way.
Well,
please.
obviously.
The roads here at
Ooh.
Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
I know. How come you don't know? come I don't know? It's Robin, obviously. Ah, not again. Yank. Oh, I like this bird. It's so stubborn. It's gotten wet. Sheep. Okay, bye bye. The sweet bird. I hear the singing voice. There she is. I knew it.
There she is.
Everyone sings so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength.
You make it sound
And
like
me,
or
an old lady with no legs. Well,
So
without this
sad.
dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Oh.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
What?
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
Oh, bird.
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Okay, I wanna drop something here.
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters
So,
of the
I decided to do one cover of
to the
Robin
point
Hood,
that they've
but which one
forgotten
I
how
won't
to
tell you.
enjoy
See it
their
itself.
dessert?
It will come out on the third cover. So I have one Praying Underwood going, and the second one that I collab with a friend, and that will be the next one. So most likely it will be coming out early next year.
Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Yes.
Why?
I'm going to cover one of the Robin's three songs.
Even
One
if
of
it's
them.
small
I
and
won't
not
tell
fully
you
feathered
it.
and can't sing,
I might drop
it
it
didn't
as
come
a
into
short
this world
surprise.
just to be locked
Short
up in a
video
cage.
surprise.
Birds. They should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
Can't wait.
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground, so to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it, won't we, brother?
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep,
Nero, you
birdie?
got a hermit crab.
Time to wake up.
Okay.
Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
Gallagher is so cool.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory.
Well,
just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
Yeah.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellar Hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
To be cuddled like a baby.
Is that obvious?
He is.
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang.
Yeah, this
It
kid know
is
how to
indeed
ask,
time to
hugs,
come clean about
cuddles, you name it. Food, he has his way
Siblings already know what they need to,
Pumpkin, on
and
the
they've
other
made
hand,
their
is I
choice.
follow the flow unless I'm too
But
hungry. I'll
you,
bite
Nameless,
and
arrived
she
a
knows
bit
I'm
late.
hungry.
So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
He is
As
the
Gallagher,
watchmaker?
the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions, and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
Whoa, he knows about the Stellaron.
But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
Someone is manipulating the Stellaron?
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with the Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at.
Who are you?
In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities
big.
itself is a
great,
Stellaron disaster?
Healthy, hoping to be healthy.
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison.
Haven't seen
They
you in
faced
5
countless
ever.
challenges
Oh
as
my.
they began building Penacony from the ground up.
Yes.
That's when the idea
2 weeks
of using
ago,
a
I
Stellaron
had
came
to
into
see a
play.
doctor.
The Stellaron first entered the
Technically, I
Azdana
exhausted
system during the
myself
war.
really badly and
The
almost
Nameless
left,
warned
but
everyone
I'm
against
good.
the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words.
Can someone
But
help
there
me
are
with...
always people in the shadows with ulterior
Oh,
motives.
Iwan is away, right?
The turning point came after Tiernan's death.
Narrow since
With
you're
2 of the
here.
Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
By the time a representative from the Montour
help me?
Systems family
Can you
arrived at
block
the
that
Watchmaker's
one?
call, the
There's a
Stellaron
bot.
had already been activated and was
Yes,
seeping
thank
into the
you,
primordial
Nero.
synesthesia dreamscape.
Iwan is busy.
And
Frostbite
I
also
suppose the
busy.
family
I
happened
can
to
only
possess the
rely on you
knowledge
now.
to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the
Garen
average
also
person.
busy.
They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations
Help me block
across the
some
universe,
bots, yeah?
spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed.
Wow.
It existed in a
Hertz,
different
you got a
form
PC.
within the dreamscape.
From my lake.
Think about this. What would it
Thank you
cost
for
to
help
create
clearing
and
the lake.
maintain such a lavish dream
It
park?
has a lot of human
It's
trash
people's
in it.
lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits.
But
with
if
a
you're
toxic
lucky, you'll
elixir
fish
called
out
pleasure flowing
a
through the
chibi
dreamscape.
Ira
It tempts
inside there.
people to
You can
indulge
keep
in the
it in your
dreamscape,
house.
and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified
Yes, it
and
is.
nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one.
What's your honky? I'm
Sadly,
trying to keep
we
up to
realized
date
this
with
far
the
too late.
story, especially the
By
main
then,
story.
the family had a firm
And then
grip
if
on
anything thrown my
swiftly
way from
quelling
Honkai in the
any
future,
opposition
at
that
least I'm
arose.
ready. I'm not too far behind like
My wits'
Genshin.
end, I
So
had to
one of the
use the
reasons I
power
stopped
of the
Genshin for
Enigmata
good because I
and
was
sought
too
refuge
far
in this
behind.
chaotic realm.
And whenever I come
Over
back,
the years,
I'm
I
lost
created a
as
meme
fuck.
within this dream
So
for our use.
that's why I dropped it completely.
Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see,
I don't know
regular
the
people
command,
can't
so I
fall
met him.
asleep
No
again
problem.
while they are inside the dream.
Got it covered. This room.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens
I'm
when the
doing a
major
new event.
factions
It's
engage
extremely
in a
fun.
struggle
Yeah,
for
that's
the
why I
legacy.
want to keep up to date. At
Since
least.
this is the
I
Watchmaker's
really
first
love
announcement
Honkai,
in
so
decades,
I hope
the
I
traitor
don't
within
need
the
to drop
family
it
is
because
bound
I'm
to
too
reveal
lost
himself.
and too far behind. That is the
So,
main
the
reason.
legacy is just a facade.
And
If you
I'm
want to
also
consider
starting
the
with Ring
Stellaron
Wave.
as the
I'm
legacy, I'm
trying to
totally
rush
fine with
to
that.
be able to go off, but
that's the
I'm
case,
feeling the
where is the
what do you
Stellaron
call it?
now?
The tiredness
That's a
from
question for Mr. Wings.
from
The Stellaron is still under
going
the
around the
family's
maps at the
control,
moment.
and as the head of the Oak family,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
he
And
holds
I'm not.
all the answers.
I tried to pull Gian, but I still can't. Wow, you got a golden crown. Your ID? UL?
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
Oh, union level. I'm 20 right now.
Is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Ah.
Did you conduct your
Feeling
own
low.
investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person
Oh,
who murdered
about
my sister,
our
apart from you,
what do you call it?
Gopherwood was
Monster
my
prom.
second
I can give
suspect.
you a estimated date.
Confronting
It's gonna
me
be
first
the
turned out to
second
be
week
a
of the
smart
month.
move on your part.
I didn't have other options.
Somewhere
the Dream Master
between
has
the
been
10
elusive,
to the 15. I'll let
and
you
even
know.
the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover,
I need to know
Mr.
when is my off
Gopherwood
day
has
on
been
that week.
kind to my sister
I'll
and
let
me,
you know.
and I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
Yep.
To be honest, my brother and I are also
I'm
victims
going
of
back
the
to work
cancer
tomorrow,
of all
so I'll get to
worlds.
see the schedule for that week.
We grew up
and
as
I can give you a
orphans
date.
and were
I'll
adopted by
DM you
the
in
family when
Discord.
they came to help.
Yes, Ginger, what's
Mr.
up, good boy?
Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed, for the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Mr. Trailblazer?
Heroes never back down. Peace was never an option.
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world once more.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
This is after a long while.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of
Fight
Penacony.
against
He has the entire power of the Harmony
boss?
behind him.
But
Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Ah, okay. I still have it.
Huh. I knew it.
What do you need it for?
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter.
Huh? It's a transmitter?
Right. He intends to use it to
I shall
track
hop
your
onto
location
Honkai too.
or
Alright.
contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may
Why would you do
actually
that?
be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Aww.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the The conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express, and I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Of course, my reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
Why can't I, Marge?
You're full
It's
of
funny.
energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze.
Wait.
Come with me.
No way. Could
Now
it be?
is the time to reveal it.
Could it be? My new form? Could it be?
Back
Is it
here
my
again.
new form?
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say.
Could it be my new power?
I kept my promise. I brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train, but I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
Oh man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead.
Is either
First and
it's my
last
new
nameless
power or I'm facing the boss
Mikhail
already.
Char Legwork,
This is shit.
the watchmaker.
Can't jump forward. Time to embrace my new power. Gah!
Sure enough, the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the Nameless. After all, When I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Ah, I'm back. Where's the fishes at?
Have a look.
Hello. I'm embracing my new power in Honkai story. Let's go. And the pond is free fall for you guys to fish. Touch the dream bubble in Mikael's hands. Try to focus and capture the memories. Is it hot? Scary at night. Of course.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh my god, that's unknown.
Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from.
Not to
Especially since he
mention
never
alone,
managed
but
to
hey,
get
I
in
am
touch with
hungry.
the
Where's your
Express while he
food?
was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always
Stomach
full
takes
of weird
priority.
fantasies
Yeah, you
and
better get food in there,
incomprehensible
bro.
romanticism. That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Ginger, why are you in
Can
that
I borrow your pet?
box?
I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Udio's point of view. I already
Welcome to the
watched
Reverie
Donnie's
Hotel.
point of
How
view.
may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the express earlier, but they didn't respond.
They are caught up in something.
Something doesn't seem right.
Who's
I need
Big
to leave for a
Mama
moment.
Pickle?
You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait, you haven't heard it?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
Everything here is so...
The Charmony Festival is
Well,
about to
a whole
start.
pineapple. Yeah, you did. You caught a pineapple.
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. but I heard it's a lot of fun.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a
Arrow, you
once-in-an-era
caught
event.
dinner.
How can a
Filet of
birthday
fish.
party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival. I've been looking forward to it.
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of
You
it.
got a scooter.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
a secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am.
How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Poor Dunhang.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
It's creeped out already.
This bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Shaken?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Hasdana's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Hasdana's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh?
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
And what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and he hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Hinam Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor. Just 1 minute.
Ah, this flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
You're still a kid, Dunhang.
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, Who in their right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure. I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules. But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers?
A scooter.
It's much simpler
Never
when
got
you
a
boil
second
it down
scooter.
to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them.
Oh, you got an oyster.
That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait. Are you getting scared? draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdana's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But didn't you just say...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note. I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another
What is
place.
a wahoo? Someone screaming wahoo.
Well, looks like we took a detour.
Eh?
But now it's back to the Astral Express. So,
There was?
what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a Memo Keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this Memo Keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, She's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
How HSR
I've
going?
briefly
Yep.
traveled with your companions
I'm
and know
trying
their
to complete the
whereabouts, Don Hung.
Penacony story right
Please
now.
rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill,
How's
you may
Beth
have
go
guessed,
earlier?
I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers
And
are
I
known
wish
for
I
their
could
elusive nature
bring
and
up all
limited
my
contact with each other.
courage to play that
So this was
alone
the only
and
way I
learn
could
a few
reach
tricks
out
of
to
mine
you.
to beat the game as well.
Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise.
No problem. Feel free to lurk.
To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the
Can
world.
you, Nero, do you know how to
Raindrops
shut
are
up
said
for
to be the tears
Akarisu,
of the
please?
gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world.
Exclamation mark
Their
SO.
constant
And
pouring
then
is a reminder
you
that the gods haven't abandoned
you
us
tag
yet.
him there.
So,
Or Iwan, maybe you can show.
how long
Nero
has this
just
rain been
joined
going on
today.
for?
He's a rookie.
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop.
Thank you.
Years and
Next time Nero can do it by himself. Very simple.
And in the end,
Just let me know if you need more comment. I'll start to add more in my thought and stuff.
faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all. Well, let me share a story.
The one with the exclamation mark. If you need more, let me know.
You walk the paths
Iwan knows how to make them as well.
like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeating the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the
Stinky or
nihility
something.
and
I
head
don't
toward
know. I'll
leading
see if also I can add
purposeless
some
lives.
more interesting sound.
However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions. A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the
Maybe
universe.
next time I record my sound.
The universe witnessed the fall of Zero, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes.
Oh, by the
in
way,
their time.
just share, guys. I went
You
to something
shouldn't
today.
be reduced to mere
Last I did
puppets
something was
of
earlier this
nihility.
year. It's like months later.
As
So
for
I
me,
finally like take care of myself a little by little.
I've suffered
And
too
tomorrow I
many
probably have time.
losses on that battlefield to advance
You know,
any
the girly
further.
stuff, the basic
And that makes me the most
probably
fitting
go
person
shopping
to
for
carry out this
toiletries.
task.
But
Finally,
you
I
know,
have time
these
to focus on
sin
myself for a bit.
thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
Okay, for tomorrow we still have
good
HSR, and
question.
hopefully we can get to the boss
And
fight.
a profound one.
That's like what do you call it?
I don't know
It's
the
like a very
What I do
dramatic
know
symphony
is that one day I too will
finale
pass
something.
away.
But
And when I bid
with
farewell
what
to
with
this world,
the team that I have, I was told that I will have a
someone
hard
will
time with
stand
the
at
boss
my grave
because I don't have
place
a
a
team that
bouquet
does
of
follow-up
flowers
attacks.
on it.
Follow-up attacks means one person start the gosh and then it could continue and continue. As long as another person started it, it will be a continuous barrage.
When I appeared as a child, my speech,
So I don't
mindset,
have that kind of
and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish.
Oh?
I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family
Account
for
age is
nearly
2
a
years
decade,
6 hours.
promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now, to seek atonement for my sins.
Do you sincerely
Help her reach
repent
300 followers
and
goal.
vow
How
to
is that
change your
possible?
ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Are you willing
Well,
to
my
accept
target is
the
600
process
for
of
the end of the
atonement?
year, and hopefully 1,000
Yes.
for Chinese New Year in February.
Very
if
well.
we're lucky.
Show your dedication and
Made a lot
goodwill
out
to the
account. Oh
family,
shit.
and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh,
So we're gonna
praise
end the
Shipe.
stream today 11.
And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please,
pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket.
I don't think I can stop
my
now,
house,
but
my
yes,
land, and
any help,
my 2 children.
any sincere help,
I see.
I warmly welcome.
Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down.
I am kind of liking the exposure.
It was all
I
my
do
fault.
need lots and lots of
all my fault.
But
the family
the
is
thing
ready
is,
to
my
forgive
main
all
content
sinners.
currently is
I'll ask the
very
Bloodhound
slow
family
because
to
I
cease their
mainly do
pursuit.
music.
You don't
So
need to live in fear anymore.
I already have one recording that is ready to be made. Video very soon. Hopefully we can complete it very soon. Then it's worth releasing it. So my target of this song, hopefully I can get it out before
Next,
Christmas.
Please step
Because
forward.
actually Christmas I have another song I want out.
Hey,
And I have 4 songs queuing up
the most
to
esteemed
release
individual in Penacony, and
very
the
soon.
next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it. Nothing more.
Yes.
Can we wrap this up? I've got a Robo Ball game to catch, you know?
I want to achieve 1K
Seek to atone for your
before
sins
next
through
year.
good
That
deeds.
is my ultimate goal this year.
My sins?
So far we are very close
Sound
to
like
a
a
quarter.
saint, huh?
Pretty good. Already.
Well, let me
We
tell you
passed
something.
250.
Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me.
We're almost
You
passing
think nobody knows what
250.
your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid
We're
yourself,
approaching
Featherbrain.
300
Those
really
dream
soon.
chasers might be
Maybe by
fooled
the
by
end
your
of
act,
this month.
but don't fool yourself.
Then hopefully
Before you start spouting off your
500
holy verses,
100 after
answer
that.
me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come
But
from?
I think I feel like I'm in
Your
standstill. So I
What
feel
makes
like
you
I
think
need
you can
better
sit there
exposure
all
or have
high
a very
and mighty,
powerful
looking down on everyone
drop
else?
pen, which is actually
Well,
my cover.
I've spent enough time in
My next
confession
cover
today
that
to
is
enter the
coming out
Harmony
should give a
Paradise,
very
right?
big impact.
Then I'll
Because
take
I
my
can
leave.
feel the song is damn
Good luck
powerful.
with your election, and
And
don't make me regret my investments in you.
I could give you the progress by next month, but those,
Oh, revered triple-faced soul.
so this
Hear
one
my
I managed to stabilize my finance a little bit.
Who can
Like,
judge the strong when their power
will go
hides
well
their crimes?
towards the end of the month. Next month,
Who
my
can vouch for the weak when they will pay
music
any price to survive?
mix should
Who
be done.
can comfort the
Then
purest
the
souls
art,
when even they get led astray?
walk as
If
your
the
feels
strong
comfortable
defending the
with.
weak
I know you
is
want,
truly
but
the
it's so
foundation of
painful that
paradise,
I'm very slow because there's so many things in your life. Consider,
who is responsible for the
prioritize,
suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
I don't know, if I wanted to do full-time VTubing, and there's one
Brother?
question during, I
Brother?
actually read most of
Brother,
the
are you alright?
VTuber agency
Fine. I've been working
the
long hours,
application, that
and I
one
just made
question
a
that
trip to
if
Dreamflux Reef and back.
the moment arrives,
So
you need
I'm
to
a bit out of sorts.
be
But
sacrifice
it'll all
something.
be over
What
before
would you
we know it.
sacrifice for it? Something
You've been
like that
working
along the line.
non-stop on the Charmony Festival,
And he got
Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've
Still
caused you.
feel like I'm lacking so many things.
No need to
Um,
worry about troubling anyone.
One of the most
The
painful
Charmony Festival
revelation
was
that
meant
I
to
know
spread
about
joy
myself
and
is that
harmony across the
I also
cosmos.
agree. I think
But
so
now
after
that we
watching
know
a
the
video
truth,
myself a few times.
I'm afraid we'll have
I'm
to
lacking
cancel
a
it.
very distinctive
It has always been our
personality.
wish to make everyone
myself,
happy,
I believe
so
which makes my character
we'll
very
do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master.
because all the
I'm
things
sure
about
he'll
me right now,
understand.
it feels like every other
If the
VTuber has
negotiation does not
well,
go
it's normal.
smoothly,
Nothing distinct.
I'll refuse to go on stage.
So it does
Without
get
the
me down
Chordmaster,
sometimes.
the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see your determination.
That's why I'm also there are times that
You know,
I'm suffering
since
from
arriving in
identity
Penacony,
crisis.
we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself.
How should I look?
I'd
I
heard
love
of
my
the heads
color.
of the 5
Don't get me
major
wrong. I love the
lineages,
color.
but the Dream Master is
But
a
it's just
mystery.
how I want to look like. It's like
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
It's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs...
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long.
Oh my God.
I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The
Time
Grand
will
Theater
come when
here
people will
looks
see the effort
much
you put
better
in.
than the moon back home.
Oh,
It's
my.
just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony.
This is my very first cover.
How
after
short-sighted.
About 2 years.
Selling everything
Finally,
you had.
triple digit.
Why would you go to such lengths?
Right? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams.
Why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
It's reality.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it.
And why is that kid drunk?
To accumulate
I know,
value,
right? I thought it was a
people
kid,
have
but
to
they say
take
it's
from others.
a full-grown adult.
So, the
When
weak
they
get
go to the
exploited
dream
and
state,
oppressed.
they turn into a kid.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
I guess when you're in a dream world,
But, ironically, people don't
feeling
think there's
young,
anything wrong with
but
it,
a child like you
because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
Hello, Straw.
That's exactly why I don't
Straw
plan
Pine,
on bringing
welcome.
anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point, and I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room, didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Alright, so we're gonna end it here. So we continue from this point on tomorrow. So if